So you guys have all recorded previously with other bands and projects. How was it actually being in the studio and working on a full-length project with Jack for the last couple weeks?
Well,
Go ahead.
Well, the first couple days were supposed to be pre-production, which turned into a surprise to me, a great surprise, that we just went in, set up mics, and started recording right away.
Stick with digital, modern kind of production techniques, or did you go for more of an old school kind of sound? And did you?
We did. We recorded the tape.
Recorded.
And we used the outboard gear we used is analog. The gear here is really stuff that I like. We recorded to tape, so we got that at 15 IPS. If there's any gearheads watching, that gave us a really nice, fat, warm sound.
Most of the songs the band brought in for these sessions were written previously, and they've been performed live already. Were you able to assist the band in writing any additional material?
It reminded me of when I went in to do the first Cheap Trick album. They had been playing those songs live, and so there was very, very little to do.
Not too much onions in the sauce.
Most of the 70s rock bands that I worked with were in their 20s when we did those tracks. And so they have the energy of kids in their 20s making, and that was classic rock was made by these kids back then. And when you attempt to make those records again with the same characters, it becomes very difficult because they find it hard to get that energy back that they had in both the writing and in the performing in the studio. In this case, the approach from the band was like they were 20-year-olds. It had this extreme amount of energy that you don't find. So in a way, I felt like I was back working in the 70s again with a band that was a brand new band. The thing about classic rock and about listening to classic rock is that when you listen to it, you can identify the players in the band. You can hear, particular bass player, the style. And on the hipper stations, that has all gone away. It's all about the song and the vocalist, and there's very little. And that's where the personality lies. Either the producer's personality, for the most part, is what you're hearing, and a lead singer. And so it's difficult to say, I love the way that guy plays, or this guy plays, or this drummer plays. It's become very homogenized. And so a band like this, you really can identify the individual players. There were no click tracks used. It's just the tape ran, we recorded it.
So mostly it was pretty much done live. It wasn't built track by track.
No, not at all. No.
It wasn't a situation of turning on a song and hearing guitars. You would hear the guitar player because there was a limited amount of tracks and things that they had to use with it that time. You literally couldn't stack 100 guitars. I wouldn't be happier than to hear our stuff on classic rock. The idea is to give the people who are our age new music to listen to, the new classic rock.
And I just wanted to thank the band and Jack and the people at Terrarium Studios for allowing me to come down today and spend a little time and get to know what's been going on here for the last couple weeks.
Wonderful. Yeah.
I'll just have the clam chowder.
You know how people would say, why don't they make records like they used to? The Oddfathers, with the help of Jack Douglas, have just made that record. Oddfathers checking out.